Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Runanif. You can call me Irfan.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Rifki Al-Jaki and you can call me Al-Zaki.
Hello, my name is Angelina Dianta Jasmine, and you can call me Angel.
Hello, my name is Nadira Salma Fatimatu Zahra. You can call me Nadira.
Hello, my name is Naila Nurazika Hakim. You can call me Lala.
Before we get started, let's first we watch some videos about bad habits.
Well, it's a 1, 2, 3. Take my hand and come with me because you look so fine and I really want to make you mine. I said you look so fine and I really want to make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look like that, do you, honey?
When the spawn meets world, wandering down this road we call life. What we're doing, it's good to know our friends along.
Long brown hair, she's so sweet with her. Get up back stare. Well, I can see you home with me, but you were with another man. Yeah, I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away.
God, this literature paper is going to take all night. I won't have time to do anything tonight. Oh, hey, what's up? You going to that party tonight? Yeah, I don't have anything going on. I can go to that. Alright, see you later.
So, what is a bad habit? So, as you know, if habits are a series of activities that a person does repeatedly without realizing it, then habits that are not good and can harm physical and mental health outcome is called a bad habits. Based on the previous understanding, two characters of bad habits were found as follow. First, a bad action is called a bad habit if it is done repeatedly. This means that bad action of deed are continuously carried out. Second, a bad action is called a bad habit if the action is carried out automatically without going to any further thought process. This happens because a pattern has formed at the level of the subconscious mind. This means that a person's bad habit will always be recorded in their subconscious. So, without realizing it, these habits will be difficult to change. Please next for Zaki.
Okay, thank you for the chance. Let me present you all about many types of bad habits. First of all, we are going to start with deadliners. Deadliners is a term used to call those kind of students who do their assignment when the deadline is very, very close. This habit is very unhealthy because it gives a student a lot of stress, a lot of pressure that can cause them to stress. Many students in universities have experienced it. For example, me, 2 weeks ago, I have this kind of assignment that the deadline is tomorrow. Yet, here I am staring at my screen with a blank empty paper. Next. Easy to get distracted when doing something. This bad habit is very dangerous because our activities can be delayed with this habit. We often feeling overwhelmed when doing our work that can cause us to seek a little happiness or a little dopamine by playing with our phone, like scrolling Instagram, checking the notification, or playing video games. This habit really have a big influence in our failure. Next, poor time management. Poor time management is our inability to allocate or allocate our time to do some productivity. We sometimes we don't know what things to do in our time, and this can cause us to waste our time to do something that doesn't benefit us on achieving our main goal. Next, procrastination. Procrastination is that this kind of bad habit that make us want to delay our work. Time pass by and we still haven't done anything productive with our work. This can lead us to academic failure. Like, for example, you have a exam tomorrow, biomedic exam tomorrow, and you haven't learning anything yet because you are too lazy. You are scary to start studying because there's many material that you haven't learned. Next,
Thank you for opportunity. The next bad habit is studying the night before the test. Many first students at universities cannot escape the habits they had when they were in senior high school. The habit is studying the night before the test, where their study time increased sharply when they entered the test period, specifically the night before the test. It is merely impossible for someone to understand so many concepts in less than 24 hours. This is very bad for the students' mental health and for their academic activities. Next.
Staying up late. Up late is a bad habit that is often done by everyone regardless of age. But when you reach college or work, staying up late has become a daily routine that, without realizing it, becomes a normal. Even though staying up too often is also not good for your health. Most students, or maybe even all students, have experienced what it means to stay up late. Students usually stay up late because of the many busy activities that have accumulated, such as following class schedules, organization, coursework, studying for exam, and so on. There were various kinds of tasks that were postponed so that in the end they had to be completed all at once, which resulted in staying up late. There were also those who were staying up late not to study, but to play, without realizing the time that had passed. In the end, staying up late became a habit that makes it difficult to wake up during the days and difficult to sleep at night. Next for Lala.
Okay, thank you. Alright, my friend explained first bad habits, and honestly, I find myself experiencing one of them. Did you know that these bad habits can have impact on our academic, social, and family environments? The effect can include distortion, slower performance, and strained relationship. So it's essential to be aware because these habits can affect our college life, social connection, and family harmony. Lecture. discredit academic performance. Bad habits such as procrastination, lack of consistency in studying, or lack of focus can result in a decline in academic performance. Irregular attendance. If these bad habits lead to frequent absences or tardiness, it can disrupt an understanding of the material and connection with professor and classmates. Social. Isolation or difficulty interacting. Some bad habits like inconsistency, impulsive behavior, or tendencies to withdraw can isolate someone from their social environment. Limitation in building relationship. Bad habits can hinder someone's ability to build and maintain healthy and sustainable social relationship. Family. Tension in relationship. Bad habits like poor communication, detrimental behaviors, or misplaced priorities can cause strain in relationship with family members. Lack of support and understanding. When someone's bad habits affect interaction with family, it can lead to a lack of support and understanding from family about the situation they are facing. Okay, next. Okay, can you examples of the impact of bad habits in lecturers? Next, social and family.
Next for Irfan.
Thank you. The next material is solution. So after we look of our explanation, we can conclude that these habits will mostly lead to deadliness. Just as there is always a way for everyone who tries, this also applies to those who want to get rid of their bad habits. Now, the first solution is develop a priority scale. We can divide our based on the Eisenhower matrix theory, which divides our work based on the scale of the importance and urgency. The next one is setting fake deadliners. By setting a fake deadline that is earlier than the real deadline, it encourages us to work on it immediately. But here is the role, the self-management is very important because we must take our fake deadline seriously. The next one is set realistic target that we can work on. Sometimes higher target make us feel discouraged and overwhelmed to start working. Now we can start with realistic target to achieve that, lead to our biggest goals. The next one is intend yourself to pay in installment for assignment or exam material. Maybe we can start with a compulsion, but over time it will become a new habit that it is centrally very productive for us. Here, the most important factor is consistency. As the saying goes, little by little becomes a hill. The next one is give yourself a credit as self-reward. Actually, this self-reward only exists when you have done the tasks. There will be a burden that will disappear or will call it relief, whether it's big or small. It doesn't need to be expensive, big or a lot to be self-reward, but just small thing but meaningful for us, especially to encourage our to energy and determined to continue to be productive by doing other tasks. Next. The next one is record every progress. This makes it easier for us to detect which work we have done or how far we have progresses toward the goal of completing the final text. From here, we can also calculate how many are left before the deadline. The next one is determine productive hours. Everyone has their own times where they can work more optimally. We can determine which time is best in completing our work so that our tasks can be complete with maximum result with more effective and efficient processing time. The next one is avoiding procrastination or what we have concluded. The way to eradicate bad habit is to leave it either slowly or massively. We can motivate ourselves regarding that what benefits we will get when we work according to schedule. The next one is overcoming distraction. Distraction in working on tasks may affect the efficiency of the work time and the result and also our mood to continue. Nah, we can control the distraction. Nah, example, the biggest one is mobile phones. We can start by turning off notification and putting it away while we will work. Nah, if we feel sleepy, we can start a little stretching that enough to help overcome boredom. The last one is use various learning techniques as a Pomodoro or Frog. There are so many learning and management techniques that we can apply. Next.
Okay, thank you for opportunity. There are several bad habits that have been explained, such as being a deadliner, being someone who is easily distracted, procrastination, staying up late, poor time management, and the last is studying overnight. We all know this bad habit will give so many negative impact for us, our family, and our society. So will we continue to do this bad habit? Of course, we have to get out of the cycle, right? Therefore, we must doing good habits to eliminate those bad habits. And then we must be able to manage our time, ourselves, and our priorities, like the solution provided by my partner before.
So that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye. Bye bye. Sayonara.